for the ladies. Spinebuster, boring. Woo, Colostomizer. Don't hurt me. Here's my wallet.
Hi, diddly ho, shucks in boots.
Flanders? That suit's a little revealing, isn't it?
Well, it allows for maximum mobility. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Quit it! Must wash eyes! Uh-oh. Okay, don't panic. Remember what the instructor said.
If you ever get into trouble, all you need to do is...
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders! Ow, my leg! This is the worst pain ever! Go! Go! Ah! 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 Single.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Mike is late again. He's always late. It's just what he does now. He's too good to come and hang out with me before a stream. I mean, that's understandable, I guess. Let's say hello to the chat. What's up, Mo? I just saw you say hi. Darko, make sure you rename the books to My Sexy Replicator, Lucent Academia. Dude, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. We're going to have a look at a few campaigns today just to see what Mike's in store for. And me too. I'm going to do one as well because I just dropped $1,000 on some covers. So I need to make some money to get this thing cracking. Hyper Wizards in the house. Take Replicator Kickstarter and do 50 new nude cosplay variant virgin covers. Yep. Simply Greens here. Dave brings in the house. Kickstarter is not the only option anymore. What are the other options, Dave? Let us know. Be interested. Rob already did a very variant replicator campaign on Indiegogo with one of his many inventions. Yes, it was very popular. It did very well. That's it. Where is everybody? Are they watching some other show? That's probably most likely. Anyway, well, while we're waiting for Bancroft, let's have a quick look at these things because I know, like, I started on Kickstarter, but it wasn't like this when I started. I mean, sure, it was probably kind of like people are thinking about, nudie books, but now it's nudie books, just like out of control. And variant after variant after variant of different nudie type books. Like, look at this. This is crazy. Jinky, Supernatural Investigations, 761 backers. Bancroft, are you ready for this?
Jinkies?
This is the market you're about to head into. How are you going to appeal with your flat-chested Ella? It's not going to make any sense, man.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get 761 backers. That's for sure.
That's crazy. And like, you're setting up a campaign at the moment, man. Like,
look at this stuff.
I don't know if this is just me, but the way these are laid out is just, they're just not appealing.
I guess they appeal to a certain demographic.
Let's just like get 400 covers with different variants.
I'm going to have one cover. I'm going to go with one cover. How about that?
Different levels of nudity. Most sense.
Can you scroll up?
They work because they appeal to the weebs by giving them something they don't usually get from manga. Boobies in color. Yes.
Can you scroll up?
Yeah, it's aware.
No, down. There. That's just a 3D model in friggin' Blender. Or
you reckon?
3D. Absolutely.
It looks a lot like Art Gem's work, but it's Shikari.
No. Art Gem is
talent.
That's the 3D model. That's just a straight 3D model.
What's up, Duck Bacon? Good to see. I don't think I've seen Duck Bacon.
I could do that. Make some 3D models of Ella and just.
But like, They've even got like, okay, so they start off with her in this skimpy top, then they go to her in lingerie, then they go to her with nothing on. I mean,
Look, here's what I'm thinking. My campaign is going to be so different to this that it's going to stand out.
it's going to be the complete opposite of what's on
It's going to be the
Kickstarter,
complete
right?
opposite. I mean, this is just porn. This is porn disguised as a comic book.
Yeah. I
I wonder
mean,
how Scooby-Doo feels about this.
and it just keeps going. Like, how many covers are there? Like, I know, like,
How do they afford to do this? How do they afford to have? Because
I don't
you
know.
know,
Well,
how many copies have they sold? 700. I mean, the printing. Just say you get. Well, I've got
150,000,
20 covers, and it's 30 copies each. I don't know how they do this.
Can someone in chat figure out what the average spend is on that from 102,000 from 761 backers?
I guess if they're raising that much.
But this is nuts. Like, how can we figure out how many covers there are on this thing? Oh, okay.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, just 4. 4. No, it's too many. It's too hard. I got to 6, and that was as high as I could count. So, but like, yeah, just like it just keeps going on and on and on.
Dave, Genu Comics says Women Without Clothes is porn in Australia. Are you telling me this isn't softcore porn? This is softcore porn. That is like that. There is softcore porn. It's just it's Penthouse. It's Playboy.
Oh, okay. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 covers. 26 covers.
Well, if they're making money off them.
Oh my God, there's even more actually. That's crazy. Yeah, Dave says too much choice on a campaign makes me lose my interest.
It's the old Chinese. It's the old Chinese menu, Chinese restaurant menu method.
And like, look how far like this campaign keeps going down, man. Now there's green versions of them.
What are they for?
Oh, now there's yellow versions.
And that's a gold, Rob. Do you have stretch goals on Kickstarter? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, here we go. Push goals.
Push goals. Is that what they're called?
10K magnet, 15K bookmark. Yeah, all right. Okay. So that's one of the. I like the colors on this though, Bike. Do you like that or no? I think that's.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Looks good. Looks professional.
Yeah, it looks nice. And then finally, after you've seen every single cover option possible, then you get to the pages.
Yeah, I don't think the pages matter as much.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, it doesn't seem like a good layout for a campaign, yet this is how they all do it over there. It's really strange to me.
It's about upping the average order value, and they've really crushed it because off only 700 backers, they've got $100,000. I mean, that's nuts. I had 1,000 backers and had, I don't know, 45,000 or something.
I'm just having a look through the backers. Who's backing what? All those covers, and then the interiors look nothing like them.
The interiors look better. The interiors look better than the covers make it look.
Yeah.
I would much prefer to see a cover in that style. Whoever's doing those interiors is fantastic.
Mike, put your headphones in. I can hear myself. It's so irritating. Oh, gosh. Do you guys like how these campaigns are laid out? Like, do you reckon this is better than what we do on Indiegogo? Like, to me, this is just a mess. I like that's a pretty good cover. I like that one. You like this one?
At least the style is closer.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so that's one of them. Here's another one. A sexy, not safe for work suspenseful comic series about time-traveling warrior who must survive in a savage prehistoric world. Another 700 backers.
Is that the number?
Yeah, 700.
How much did it make actually?
30 grand. For
Oh,
fans
good.
of heavy
Whoa!
metal, erotic story, science
Oh,
fiction,
man.
time travel, aliens, and dinosaurs.
You know, if I was time traveled back to an age where I was running around with dinosaurs, that's what I would do. Get
Yeah,
down
I
to
know, wouldn't you?
business.
And here's the version with the T-Rex in the background, and here's the nude version with the T-Rex in the background.
That's actually so today. Just let me get this selfie. There's
Yeah,
a T-Rex
that's true.
behind you. No, don't worry about it. I need to get I need to get the topless version too. That's cool. I like that cover.
Yeah, there's some really nice art there.
I just received something.
Kozor?
I already got that. I already showed
yeah.
that off. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it's a good idea, man, because I don't get it. You should get, Jasper says you should get Drew from Born of Blood on the show to ask about the nuts and bolts behind offering so many covers. Yeah, Mike, do some work.
No, I'm not interested. No, I mean, not talking in Drew from Born of Blood, but I'm not interested in offering 1 million covers.
But this is like mainstream stuff, like forcing retailers to buy a bazillion covers type thing. I mean,
How is it forcing though?
well, it's not forcing them, but having
So
a
it's not
bazillion covers.
It's not like the mainstream at all.
Apart from making a bazillion covers, how about that?
I mean, unless you can only get the good,
Born of Blood.
they reserve the best covers for the top tiers. Then I don't know what anyone would have to complain about, other than it's really difficult to choose. Now, talk about an amazing cover. Can you take me full screen?
Oh, this is nice.
I just wanted to show my haircut. That's all. No, I got this. I'm taking it out of its bag. Sorry, it's a bit loud. Wow, this looks amazing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How cool does that look?
Yeah.
The colors actually come up pretty well in this on the camera.
Man, I didn't even know that was like happening. It's been
Yeah, I
so
didn't
long
realize he
since
was
we
shipping it.
heard from him, that guy.
Beautiful. Russ Leach. Yeah, Russ is always tweeting. He's always tweeting the work that he's always tweeting the work that he's done for the mainstream. I don't know why he doesn't ever tweet more of his Only Death Can Save Us stuff. Only Death Can Save Us is a great book. I really look forward to reading this. Continuing the story with death. And look, he sent me prints too.
Cool.
It's awesome. Oh my god. Russ has the best prints. Russ is the in case you don't know who Russ is, he's the reincarnation of Jack Kirby. Are you laughing at Mo's comment about easy cuts?
I am, yeah.
You won't believe how much this haircut cost me. You won't believe. Well, you
gotta
probably would if you live
wait.
in Melbourne.
That's your haircut.
Yeah, I had to go. Look, it's shorter on the sides. Look, and then it fades up.
And
I haven't styled it or anything. It's just
you paid money for that.
I paid a lot of money for this.
Wow.
That looks so awesome. Russ is incredible. And look, there's a Preston as well.
Yeah, beautiful.
He has the best prints. And there's it's like the thinnest magnet I've ever seen. Look at that. It's a magnet.
Mm.
Anyway.
How much did you pay for that haircut, Bancroft?
Guess. Well, come on. You live in Melbourne. How much do haircuts cost here?
$40?
Keep going.
50.
$50.
Who would pay
It used to be
$50?
30 before the pandemic. $50.
Simply Green says, the question I would have is, does making all those covers negatively affect the product elsewhere? I have no idea, man. There must be
I
a
want to know
reason
if
for it. They
anyone
all
is
do it.
anyone talking about the books outside of the sexy covers. So I'm not saying that they're not. I'm asking, are they?
I don't know. A challenge coin, man. I don't get them. I don't get challenge coins. Yeah, but like they all do it this way. It's all like this
Yeah, well,
is
they do
cover
because
one.
it obviously works.
Yeah, this is cover 2. This is cover 3. This is cover 4. And then at the very bottom is like the actual book. It's
I
so
find
weird.
I find it hilarious that the mainstream company-driven selling to the retailer, not driven by profits or buying or purchasing, has really completely gone in the opposite direction and hidden female sexuality from the comics. It's excised from the comics completely. But the direct to customer market, and the reason this is happening is because creators saw that this works, because customers buy this and they're into it, because 99.95% of people who read comics are dudes, and everyone understands that, and I know they want to pretend that it's not that case. That's it. And yeah, so that's why it is this. I think that swap from the interiors to the exteriors is too much.
It is pretty
my
stark.
mind. Compared to the Scooby-Doo rip-off, that was like pretty close.
And like the digital again on Kickstarter does so well. 145 backers right there.
What are they charging? Because I don't know what I'm going to charge for my digital.
5,
but 5. No,
but that's only one issue, I think. Number 3 is that what's this 3-1? I don't know what it is. I think it's issue 3. And that's it. So many different tiers, obviously, because they've got a bazillion covers. But that's like the general.
I guess people do. It's just because we're not used to this.
It's so weird.
We love simplicity. Simplicity, Clarice.
Dave said, people have asked for nude versions of Perfect 10. It's not something interested in doing. Yeah, I know. I was really disappointed. He said that, Dave. They started that in 2015 when they exercised the male gaze to pursue the male gaze. But now they realize the real money is appealing to the trans market. Okay, so that's 2 of them, Mike. Here's a third one. And like, you may think I've gone out and searched for like nudie Kickstarter books. I've just typed in
I don't.
Top funded.
Oh no!
Funded Kickstarter.
How many? Hang on. How many is this? Oh my god! What is this? Come on, up the top. What are the numbers?
500.
Okay, so this is a small one.
Still got 13 days to go though, Mike. It's still in its.
Guys, that is a lewd. Am I wrong? Like that is for titillation. That image. All right, I want to put it out there.
Yeah, goes same old. Oh, see, you got this. What about this, Mike? You could do that.
I need to do the cosplay cover.
Yeah,
Rob, there's something going on with your camera. I don't know what it is. It looks terrible.
It's all red, isn't it?
It's like you've got an old webcam or something.
Oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. I'm not fixing it. And not a patch. Yeah. All right.
Oh, actual photos of people's real tits. Sure.
Wow. That's all right. Maybe there's something in this after all.
Oh, is it you could like get some models to cosplay Ghost and that? You just get the wangos out.
Okay.
So that actually looks pretty good.
You like this?
Nothing to do with what up until this point, nothing to do. It's like it's two different, you know what it is? It's two different countries. You know how different countries have different cultures completely?
Yeah. Yeah, and the art from
I
like
do
the
like that.
covers is
That's
so
cool. If
different
you scroll
too.
back
Like,
down, the one with the gun. I like that.
yeah, yeah.
That one. Is it a gun? No, a sword.
It's a sword, Mike. Yeah. It's weird though because it goes from like somewhat realistic to like arty to like Japanese 3D model type things to some weird thing to somewhat realistic again. It's so like diverse. It's like there's no real focus. I mean,
I would scroll fast over those.
don't stop on them. You mean? Is that what you're
Don't
saying?
stop on them. We don't need to get your channel struck before it even has a chance to get off the ground. That's not as nice.
Nah. But yeah, I mean, all right, interesting. And then
You know what it
another one.
is? You know what it is?
Yeah, what?
Oh, it just went up. This is what Kickstarter people have to do to sell their comics because they don't have the network on YouTube. That's what it is. So we have the YouTube network and they don't really have that. So they all just make pin-ups to get people to buy their books.
Yeah.
I think that's what this is.
You reckon that's what
it
it
seems
is?
like it seems like none of these things have anything to do with what's inside. Not like as much, you know. It looks like what's in the Jinkies one looked like a bit of a sexy hijinks, but everything else just looks like a comic book story, and they're putting sexy stuff on the front just to sell it. Oh, this one looks a bit sexy.
And Jasper said, "What happened to the cover teasing what the story is
about?" Exactly. It's
what the fuck?
That's not as sexy. Just gonna put that out there.
Mike,
that's actually very indicative.
That's what you need to do
very
to sell the
indicative
losing.
of the the people who are buying these.
Oh, look, see, here's some cross promotion. Okay, so that's how they do it, I guess.
Yeah, we're out on YouTube, talking about Henry Cavill and Mario to get people to look at our books. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Unapologetically. Let's laugh at whatever Marvel did this week. They don't do that because that would get them canceled. That would mean that they're on the wrong team. So the only other option they have to get the bright, shiny lights in front of them is to do lewd variants, which seems like a very expensive way to go about it. I mean, I can't imagine this is cheap, not only to get the art made, but then to print it in potentially very small runs.
Yeah. But like this is 32 page, $15. That's not too bad, man. I always like Kickstarter back in the day was like, let's keep it really, really cheap. That's pretty decent price. Like that's not ridiculously cheap or expensive. I mean, none of these are making me want to back them. What about you guys? You guys going to back one of these?
No, I reckon Hyper Wizards backed all of these.
Yeah. We got Serious Cats popped in. Jeremy Burt's. Fanatra's here. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Schnelly's in the house. Good to see you guys.
Fanatra was very nice to me on his channel last night. Him and Risey were. I want to thank them for being very nice.
Why can't people be not nice to you? That would be good.
Oh, apparently they weren't being nice to me somewhere. People were saying I'm boring.
That's all right.
I am boring.
But 700 backers. This one has a ton too. It's going to be interesting, Bancroft, to see what happens. So you have your campaign there. Do you want to show us? Because you tried showing me earlier, it didn't work.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just started it. I haven't finished it. That's why I asked you, can I edit it after it's been approved? Because I hope I can. Because I haven't really. Where is it? Basics.
Maromi's here. What's up, man?
How do I get to it? Preview. All right. Yeah, I don't have the titty twisters to compete, but look, I don't expect those sorts of numbers anyway.
Yep.
Although I mean, she's in her underwear. Maybe I should zoom in a bit more so you see more of the underwear. And then they'll be like, "This is bullshit. She was only in her underwear for 2 panels of the entire book." Although I guess people don't care; they just want the undies on the cover. I could be in with a winner here. So yeah, I just pretty much dropped in what I had already. Actually, I didn't drop in everything. I mean, I didn't know where to put anything, so I put all this in here, which obviously you
Holy,
don't
that's
need.
a lot. All right.
I mean, I didn't know you because it doesn't tell you where it's going to go. It just says type this in. So I'm like, all right. So I'll get rid of all that. And so I'll have this here. I'll have the cover, which I suppose I can. I mean, I haven't finished it, but I can give you a little bit of a sneaky peek.
Sumo for 10. Now that's a thumbnail. Way to go, Rob. Thanks, man. I'll keep doing that if that's what you send me super chats for sure. No, we haven't finished looking at it. Bring it back up.
Hold on.
Quorum's here. Slack is here. Good to see you.
So
this is nice.
It's unfinished, work in progress, but it's getting pretty close now.
I think that's the exact opposite of what's going to sell on Kickstarter, though, Mike.
I know, right? Exact opposite.
A fully clothed man in a hood is not going to work.
Maybe though he's heading to a sex party. There's an orgy just right down here, and he's going to pull his robe off and just have sex with 100 women. We don't know.
Maybe he needs to put that page where he's got his dong out.
I don't think they want the dongs. So there's going to be a print, because this is going to be the hardcover cover to Waking Dream on the Painted Death campaign, but this is going to be a print on this. It'll also be a puzzle exclusive to Kickstarter, Lucent puzzle.
How do you guys feel about that? Mike will do an exclusive puzzle on Kickstarter.
Well, I mean, it's exclusive now. Maybe one day it will not be exclusive, but it's at least exclusive at the moment. And then I'm probably going to do like folded posters and a new bookmark and stuff like that.
Folded posters.
We'll see how we go.
Gross.
Yeah, well, I'm not shipping things flat anymore. It's too expensive.
If it means more puzzles,
and plus it'll be the same posters that I had previously, but the people had to pay $5 for them. Well, now you paid $5, you got it flat, and there were only 10 of you. No one else wanted them, so I've got a whole bunch of them. I'm going to send them out free now because I need to get rid of them, but folded. So
maybe we should do a poll, Mike, and out of the chat and see who's actually going to back you on Kickstarter. That'd be interesting to know.
I don't expect any. I literally don't expect. I mean, maybe if they want a puzzle, then they will. But I don't expect any of these guys to back me on Kickstarter. I'm not even asking them to. They've already backed me twice on this book. A lot of them.
Sumo says, "Geez, Bancroft, why not make just a poster of an all-black page?"
It's not finished yet, Sumo. It's not finished yet. It'll also have the logo up there. So that'll be the hard part, will be the rocky. I mean, I guess it's not a ceiling, but whatever it is. Painted Death, Jasper will launch at the end of June. So the Kickstarter will run right up to the launch of Painted Death. So the people who backed Kickstarter, Eric Weathers said it really well. He said, if I want to eventually put Battlebrick Road 2 on Kickstarter, he wants to have put the first one onto it first. So I thought that was a good idea.
All right, scroll down. Let's have a look at this thing.
I mean, it's just the same. It's just like a bit of text and the pages and a bit of text and the pages. That's it. I haven't.
Oh wow, that's really.
What else am I going to put on there?
I don't know. I thought you put some effort into it.
I haven't done anything more than when I asked to get it approved. I didn't even want to do it. I was hoping you could just put up a pre-launch, but they said you have to get it approved to pre-launch. So I had to put in a friggin' thing in there.
My friend who you know how I started on Kickstarter, Mike, and I say that all the time. My friend who I started at the same time with, he said that it's all kind of built in now. I'm like, how do you get people following you and fans and stuff? And he's like, well, it's all kind of just built in. So that's interesting.
To Kickstarter.
Yeah, it kind of just happens. Whether that's true or not,
If you have boobies.
Yeah, if you have boobies, maybe. But even he's doing it now. Like, even he has like gone like the full booby.
Yeah, they're doing what works, just like we're doing what works over here, YouTube.
Yeah, this is his one. He's up to 30 created books though, or titles or campaigns. 30 created campaigns, which is crazy. Fire and Ice. Crackhead would like this.
Why?
Fire and Ice.
What is it? Lord of the Rings?
No, it's just got the same thing as your name. It didn't happen to giant-sized, two-fisted manly tails. What didn't happen?
Yeah, how did that go? Let's have a look. I'm going to search for it.
Yeah, you search for it.
I'm going to search for that. Yeah, look, I'm not trying to game the system to, make a whole bunch of money on Kickstarter. But I just want to go over there and see what happens if you throw something up.
Mike, have you ever seen two naked chicks fight a dragon?
I have now.
There you go. Oh wow, that's not as many as I would have thought.
Great. If I got 59 backers on Kickstarter, and $4,000, I would be very happy. Yeah, he's just doing what I'm doing with a bit more text.
Not well. Yeah, I mean, who was the guy that's got 100 backers on Kickstarter that launched recently?
Didn't David got a whole bunch?
David who? That doesn't narrow it down. Not Brink.
Genuine Comics.
Oh, Dave Brink. Yeah, awesome.
Perfect. So I have to type in comic or what? What is this on Earth? Is it because there's a space?
Are you sure it was Dave Brink?
Yes. I'm gonna have to look for it. Maybe it's because it's over.
Yeah. Corum says that's what Brian Polito does. Lady Death does 20 different covers. Too many to buy. Yeah, it's like the normal over there. It's like the way they do things. It's very strange. Like people have fits over here if like there's more than 4 covers usually. But it's the norm on Kickstarter. It's weird. It's weird to me. You love this mode, don't you? You love Kickstarter talk. You're in for a treat tonight. American Bliss was on Kickstarter.
American Bliss, is that what I have to type in?
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Here we go.
168 backers. That's pretty good.
7,700 euros, 188 backers. If I could get half of that, I would be absolutely over the moon.
Hypo says people getting angry over what other people buy. Classic. Yeah, of course.
Some time-honored tradition.
Yeah.
See, Dave's sort of getting on board here with the TNA, though. Putting all that up front.
Is that how it worked, though? Is that why it was successful? Like Dave doesn't have any secret Kickstarter thing. And he just put it up there.
Yeah, I think it's probably got to do with that. He's definitely leaning into it. I think Perfect 10 would go great over here too. She's got the same assets.
Mike, Justice says, Mike, get a Clint Holinsky variant. That could work.
I'm getting a Shantan Jetty variant. How about that?
You dirty dog. Look at you. I remember you saying you'd never get variants.
Well, it's going to be a different edition.
Uh-huh. Mike,
If
maybe
I
should
could
put
get
this on
if I could get
Kickstarter.
50 backers. Yeah, put that on Kick. I mean, her boobs are like abysmally tiny compared to
I know, right?
everything.
Yeah. But she is kind of naked, so I mean that could work. Interesting. What do you got here? Nothing.
That's just the homepage. I'm trying to find my. So there's mine. These are the ones that I know of. Have you applied? You haven't applied yet, have you?
I haven't applied yet. No, I actually put some time into my campaign. Unlike you.
Yeah, why do that? Just get it approved.
Yeah, I know. So
I have 55 followers.
Yeah, it's not bad.
If 100% of the people who followed back, then it'll be all right. Yeah, that's a good thing to shoot for, isn't it? And then there's Eric Weathers.
18. And you see, he doesn't have the boobies, and he has less followers.
But he has a chick.
You have a chick on. What did Graham's have a chick on it?
No, it's two-fisted manly tales about men doing manly things.
So should we just be tailoring our campaigns to look like boobs just everywhere? Is that what we should be doing for Kickstarter?
No.
I
mean, if you want to make lots of money on it, sure, but is that what you want to do? There's boobs right there. Look.
You just need to crop it.
Right there. They're sort of like floating too. They're up.
Someone says Rob acting like we're twisting his arm here. Yeah, I mean,
I know, right? He really wanted to say yes. Do it. For God's sake.
I wonder if you could do could you do two campaigns, the same thing or slightly different, and just have them laid out differently with different pictures and see how it goes? Test it.
Why would you do that?
Test it. Do a clean cover. Just put a sense over it for no. Mike, I mean that's not bad.
What's not bad? I don't understand. Why would anyone do that? This is not an experiment, study site. It's a site to sell your comic books on. You can put both covers onto the one thing and then just see which one gets backed more.
A/B testing. Simply Green has it. Exactly right. Mo says, if they don't have nipples, are they really boobs? That is a very good point.
They clearly are.
Oh, interesting. Mike, a couple of things. You had a good stream the other day that I watched. The one where you talked about crowdfunding. And is it shrinking? Is it not shrinking? That was a good stream.
I didn't talk about that. That's what Jeremy talked about.
Well,
I talked about the state of play. Subtly different.
Oh my God. You're always about the little tiny details.
The contrarian.
So it was Neff that said it. It's shifting, not shrinking.
Yeah, I like that.
It's good. And it's shifting to books and it's shifting to creators, in my mind. So good books, people are getting behind, and creators they like, people are getting behind. Everything else, not so much. Agree? Disagree?
Yep. I guess to a certain degree, I think what's going to happen is a lot of these quote unquote smaller creators, it's sort of it's sink or swim time for them over the next year or two. You know, you either have to put it into gear and step up and meet and match the competition, or just be happy with 25 to 50 backers on your book, I guess. That's sort of where I see the next couple of years. And at the same time, that's going to be very hard to swallow, because at the same time, there'll be books of what you would probably think are comparable or even less quality, making hundreds of thousands of dollars purely because of whose books they are and the platform they belong to. So that's going to be a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. And I don't know how many people are willing, like how their egos are going to take that, because we already know there is a large vocal contingent that resent very much so the situation that we're doing over here, where advertising through YouTube, and the more successful you are on YouTube usually correlates to how much more successful your book is.
I got a question for like you, but mainly the chat, because you probably haven't read all the books. Taking like everyone's personality out of it, right? So whoever you like or popular on YouTube, whatever, what books in CG are actually worth following and backing purely on the books? I'd be interested to know, because Only Death Can Save You. Like, so you'd consider you'd keep backing that just based on that book?
Yep. Only Death Can Save Us, Cryptidnals, Cyberfrog, Battlebrick Road, The Lucent, Replicator. Give you that one.
That's nice of you. I don't know if Mo would agree with you. Hyper says, "Suck it up and build your channel. Don't hate somebody for the risks they take that you will know now."
This only really applies if people are doing ongoing stories. So like you got a guy like Narwhal, you might like one, you might not like one. So
yeah.
But Narwhal, I know his latest one's really good. So there's that.
Downcast. Schnelly says Bancroft, Narwhal, and anything Kelsey does art for.
There's so many I haven't read. I've received them and I haven't read them. And there are ones that I would say privately that's not like, wasn't a good book. But I won't say that publicly, because I think that's a bit rude.
I'd be interested to know like how many are fantastic, like what percentage of books are fantastic in that upper category, how many are average, and how many are not good. Like if you had to put it down into like those three categories, I'd be interested in
I don't know. And some of them are just starting out. Like I would say I would say Inglorious Rex was a great start, but it's going to go into a new direction, which I'm really excited about. I want to know where it's going to go, but it's 2 books, and that's the same with my book as well. I've got to cop to that too. I'm only 1 book in, so I think it's going to be great, but other people don't really know yet. So
couldn't help but notice Bancroft didn't mention Boots and Heels. Harsh.
I haven't read it yet.
Justice says, I'm excited about King Cryptid due to Pete's excitement. Jasper always says
does look great.
Graham Nolan stuff too.
Yep. But again, Graham Nolan is a bit like Narwhal in the sense that he's he's jumping around from thing to thing. So
yeah, so like we said, it's gonna shift towards creators more on YouTube who people like, and or books that people are like. But I think that's going to be a smaller factor, like the actual books people like. I think they probably tend to go towards creators they like. Mo says
she was amazing. Sorry, I'm just looking at Jasper. She was really good, but
Wasn't it?
yeah, and there's so many books like that I just can't continue supporting purely because of the shipping costs. But
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
snuck that one in. Wraith of God, I hear amazing things, but I can't speak to that. But I hear it's one of the best.
Yeah, Wraith of God's got really good word of mouth. Mo says, I can't help but notice Bancroft didn't mention Goofanoid or even 499.
I didn't. That is correct.
Here's something, Bancroft, that my friend who's just started publishing his wife's book has been harping on me about, and that is Amazon print on demand. Why aren't we
No.
doing it? Why don't you like it?
What's to like?
Massive,
Sell me on this idea.
massive platform worldwide. Thousands or millions of potential eyeballs. What else do you need?
No quality control.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, you're not involved in it in any way. I think it would be fine if you're doing your cheap sort of out to the masses copy. That's not what we're doing yet. Maybe one day we will be doing that, but I don't think that's what we're doing right now.
So do a cheap out to the masses type version then.
I don't want to do one yet. I would much rather get into stores first.
Free shipping. Any reviews of Cash Grab? I don't know. Or Isom.
I've heard some people talk about it, but I don't know if that's just some people's things. I know a lot of people said it, some, especially the what's the Dirtworm Doug one. It's been so long since all that happened that it's a bit, people forgot what it's all about.
Print on demand is trash quality. Have some respect for your product. Yeah, but I mean,
That's the way I see it.
Isn't there like a halfway? Like you do the good version for the people that want the good version, and then you do the low quality version for the masses.
Yes. Later, when your story's done, so that they can actually read your story and enjoy it.
Okay.
My story isn't anywhere near done, so. But if you're out there and your story is done, might be something for you to consider.
All right, I've been thinking about this. Right, so I was thinking there's a few things that you should do for promotion wise. One is have your own channel, obviously. The other is tell me if you agree with this. You might not. Have your own clique in this area. What do you think of that? Like your own kind of group of guys that you hang out with and stream with, kind of semi-regularly. Because if you're just doing your own show, it's that can be rough. It can be hard to make inroads.
I've never thought about that. I don't know if I can agree with it on the spot. I'd have to weigh the pros and cons. Because I do think that online groups can become pretty, to want of a better word, toxic, pretty easily. But if it's just a bunch of your friends or whatever, I mean, I guess the utility there is a little bit, you can help each other out. I know, if I have a question, some sort of printing or whatever, I'm just one DM away from pretty much any question that I need answered for anything. So I tend to agree with what Hyperwizard and Fanatra are saying. Make friends, but you'll end up isolating yourself if you commit to that too much. And at the end, that's what I think. At the end of the day, it's just sort of, if you're going to be a creator publicly, that's your brand, for want of a better word, is you. So invest in that, and don't tie it too much to one thing or another thing. Always be on the lookout for opportunities.
You guys are brutal. You're killing me here. Fucking hell, Mo. But it kind of happens naturally anyway, Bancroft. Like, you don't go looking for a click and that's all the people that you want to hang out with. It just happens that you kind of make friends and you hang out with those kind of people regularly.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably a good thing if you're trying to sell a comic book down the road too, because like you've got more people see you, more people know about your product. And I don't know how beneficial it is just hopping around to every single channel available, because
I don't know why it wouldn't be beneficial in some way if you can even do that. I mean, very few people are invited to every channel.
But is it better going on? So let's say, is it better going on a channel one time, right? So like you just do the rounds, go on everyone's channel once, or is it better getting like a stable group of people you stream with and stream with them regularly so people get to know who you are?
The answer to that question lies in how big is that group's reach. If that
Mm.
group's reach is 10, 15 people, then that's probably not a great idea. If you're jumping around a whole bunch of channels and getting in front of hundreds and hundreds of people, that seems to me to be a better idea. So I guess that would depend.
I'm reading this, Mo. He said, well, he can't start with 3. That's not going to get any Amazon customers invested in the series. God
This is valid criticism. Oh, you have to take it.
You
have to
cop
it. I have to cop it.
Ethan goes on every channel, even channels with 4 viewers. Never settle, always adapt. Palms in the house, good to see you, dude. Go on as many as you can.
Yeah, that's my thinking. It's, look, at the end of the day, this is the internet, and yeah, it's different. Be ready. Be ready to, just what those guys said.
I do think there's like a benefit to having a little like group you hang out with and stream with regularly.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. I do that, with you guys. It's absolutely. But I'm saying, like, don't just. I guess actually, there's plenty of people that just do that. You only see them on, certain places, and outside of those places, no one knows who the hell they are.
It does feel like. Oh my God, Mo. It does feel like it has got very cliquey in the last year or so. Everyone does have their own groups, hangs out in the same places, and that's cool. That's fine. I don't know what my point is. Just
no one does. It's fine.
Do you agree with that? Do you think it has got more cliquey?
No, it's about the same. I think clicks are that's just human nature, things can change a little bit. Some shows have changed from one thing to another. I know my show's changed a bunch of times. So there's probably different people hanging around my channel now than there were 2 years ago when I was much more focused on sort of, I guess, what we're doing right now. And, other shows, what was working previously isn't as interesting anymore or something like that. So, I mean, that's just the ebb and flow.
American Comics Co says, have a path, but don't turn yourself off because it's a smaller channel. I would have been Lord Crackhead before he started other formats and grew more, as many of us have, in my opinion. Okay. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but sure. If you don't change will change you.
Should put that on a card.
I like Kelsey's morning streams, but I'm at work when they're live. Yeah, he streams it like
Kelsey's are the best.
I'm always.
I mean, I have to watch them on the replay, but I love them.
What does he stream like 2 a.m. our time, Mike? It's like really early.
Yeah.
What's up, Jason?
2 or 3, I think. But Kelsey's the best. What can I say? I don't know about this getting guests on thing that he's trying. I don't know if he needs to do that, but
Cecil's doing really well with his show.
Yeah, Cecil's a YouTuber.
Yeah, Salty Kraut says, Clicky seems to work when the groups don't like each other, strive for novelty. I got here, I was told there was sweater puppies. You missed them all, man. The craziness of Kickstarter we've had a look at. So yeah, that was my one. There are a couple of my things. Have your own channel. Have like a group of people that you hang out with regularly. If I think that's a big advantage, man. If you can't get onto everyone's channel, I think having like a group of people that you can go with is a big benefit. Have a mailing list that some people don't do. I don't know why.
Well, that's a very rare issue. I think there's very few people who don't. Really, there's only one that I can think of recently.
Who's that?
As
What's up,
Cactus.
I
think he's coming back. He's going to do one. He's going to relaunch because he didn't fund. He's going to do one.
Every person that check you out is a potential customer. Yeah. Big panels suck. Yeah. I mean, we've said this like to death, but I don't like them either. Mike doesn't like them. I think 4 is probably like the max number. I think after 4, it starts getting just out of control and it doesn't work.
It depends, really. I mean, I watch very few big panel shows, but some of them can work more than others because there's the host and his crew or her crew, or maybe a host and a co-host and then their crew. And it's not just a free-for-all. When it becomes a free-for-all, yeah, it's harder. But even then, I agree, I like one-person shows. 1 or 2.
Yeah. Kelsey.
These are the ones that I'm most likely to watch. And it's about, it drops from I'll check this out to 50-50. Anytime there's more than one person it's their show. It really depends. So
Phil, Hyper Wizard, and Narwhal have put together a show, and this is like really smart, but it's before Jack, called Prejaculation, and they were getting huge numbers in there, Bancroft.
mm-hmm.
It seems like the secret sauce is really to put a show before or after a bigger show. Like John did that with Post Kangs. We've seen it again here. Reenie does it with Post Kangs as well. Whatever she puts on past that.
Post Kangs.
Post Kangs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really the secret? Is that what we should all be doing? Finding streams.
Well, we can't all do it.
I know.
I mean, it
earlier.
Well, look, I mean, yes, it has its benefits, but it also has its drawbacks because you're not really you're not creating your own brand as much, which might hurt you long term. But certainly in the here and now, it's an amazing way to get people to come into your stream, because I find the thing that people don't understand about streams are about where everyone is. And I see all these people wonder, what show am I gonna put on? How am I gonna, what am I gonna do? And it's like, it really doesn't matter anywhere near as much as where the people are. And wherever the people are that's where you want to be.
What I find confusing about it is, though, like they're getting huge numbers, but how are these people finding the channels, right? If they're Jack fans, right? How are they finding Phil's channel to go there?
Well, I think lot of them. I think there's a lot of cross-subscribing pollination. I mean, they don't get 1,300 in there; they're getting a couple of hundred in there, and then as well as that, well, I mean, for the pre-Jack show, I've rated it every single time, and each time it's been about 100 people, but. There's also been Reenie gets 100, 150, 160, 200 on her shows anyway. And then I think that just happens that people are around and they get it recommended. That's what happened with Narwhal when Cecil wasn't going live. And he normally gets 20 people and now on that show he had 400 or something because people were waiting for Cecil. I think a lot of them sort of subscribe in the same things, and also just people were hanging around and everyone said, oh, we're all over here, and
Yeah, but how did
it
they get
snowballs.
from nowhere to Narwhal's channel though? That's the thing.
Well, people were probably putting links in the chat and people were talking about it, and it was showing up in their recommends and all that sort of stuff.
All right.
It's like Cecil had gathered a whole bunch of people onto the internet
Mm-hmm.
and then didn't give them anything to do. So they're all standing around like the bar had to be evacuated and they don't know where to go, and they look over the other side of the road and there's a bar there, and they're like, all right, everyone pile in here. That's what happens.
Yeah, okay. I just found it really strange that channels that don't get that numbers could get those numbers of those people that are there for that show. I think it's really cool. Mo says sometimes really big channels do well with huge panels because only one or two people have any charisma whatsoever, and the rest make solid yes men. I mean, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Zed
Most of them
says,
barely ever talk. I mean, I barely ever talk when I'm on a big panel too. It's just not my. It's not my thing.
I find what matters more than the number of panelists is if they're on the same page for what the show is about. Well, that's the problem too.
Yeah.
A lot of the shows where there's a big panel, there isn't really a specificness to the show. It's looking at a whole different bunch of different things. So for everyone to be on the same page is pretty hard. Scrolling down. Post your channels all the time. At the end of Ethan and John shows, I look to see who's on and make recommendations. Oh, that's really cool. That's nice. Spreading the word on Twitter and links in the chats, other shows. Yeah, okay. I mean, it sounds like you guys are all over it. So that's how it works. F charisma, give me a book. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that was one thing. Have your own channel. Have a group of people in your area or that you hang out and stream with regularly. Have something else outside of that, Bancroft, which is what you're doing with, I mean, your shorts and stuff, and getting outside of that.
Cheating.
Yeah, you're cheating.
Sometimes it does feel a bit like cheating.
Rob,
but it isn't. It isn't. It's content. Yeah. I mean, it's content, and for whatever reason right now, YouTube is really pushing the shorts feed very hard. So it's a great way of getting people to the channel. What happens with those people remains to be seen. However, there are other outside benefits, ancillary benefits that you can get
like
from
what?
doing it. So
money,
just sort of buzz surrounding your channel. Well, I would prefer to call it clout.
Oh, pats on your back.
I mean, that's fine, but clout is important in this sphere if you're trying to sell a product, because if you've got a channel with 2,000 subs on it, define clout. What's clout? If you've got a channel with 2,000 subs on it, it's hard to get kind of recognized as someone who should be going on and hanging out with other big channels. But if you manage to build up a channel with 150 subs on it, it's just things like, oh, that's someone who could more getting fit in on bigger channels. And that's the point, the networking with bigger channels, getting in front of bigger platforms, getting on bigger and bigger stages. And that's how you will eventually be able to promote the things that you'll want to promote to bigger and bigger audiences.
Do you have any kind of like thing you're doing outside of YouTube to grow, or is it you just focused on YouTube?
Not really, just YouTube. Yeah, I mean, and Rumble.
You're gonna beat that dead horse. Kirby says,
What do you
"People
mean
want to be
that
part
dead
of
horse?
something."
It's a Rumble is going great, Rob. Rob, I will have more subs on Rumble than you have on YouTube. Not too far away.
Well,
Doesn't
I
that
mean,
annoy you?
not really, because the amount of times and effort you've put into building it. I mean, I would expect it.
Okay.
People want to be part of something, provide that, put on a show, then sell your product. Rob, wow, Rob, your thumbnail chick is naked, crying Rob. The topics on Rob channels are 90% about how many followers and backers creators have and how to get more. It's seldom about comics in itself. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the comics here.
I like your comic,
about promoting the comics.
It's Rob trying to make sense of this crowdfunding world and Mike trying to help him. Mo says, I've seen people get very upset that good books don't get funded. People have to hear of the book first before they can back it. And who knows if it's going to be very good until they've read it. Yeah.
Bang on.
Spot on. Michael, do you simulcast your shorts on Instagram? He does now that you've told him about it.
No, I don't. I have not put in the shorts anywhere else, but I don't know. I always heard that Instagram is a bit of a dead platform for us. Am I wrong?
I don't know. Ethan telling everyone to build their own channel is only partly useful, kind of like taking financial advice from someone that won the lottery is not replicable. I can't watch 100 hours of YouTube per week. Yeah, that's fair. You do need to have your own channel, though. Even if it's small, it's good to have just a way to get something out there.
Yeah, but Ethan didn't win the lottery with his channel. He built his channel. It wasn't handed to him. He built it. He grew it. He was doing Star Wars videos every day for years. Maybe not Star Wars ones, but Captain Marvel and Joke, whatever. He was doing those things with his iPad and his pencil of scorn or whatever he had, and he built it up from. I mean, when your boy Zach was trying to get everyone to watch Ethan, when he was doing those, he had 20,000 subs or something. And a lot of them he probably got because of his proximity to the industry. But it was his 20,000 subs. He didn't get 140,000 subs because he's a DC artist. He built that YouTube. The crowd that exists right now, this crowd that we're talking to, exists because Ethan built it on his channel starting in 2018. And everyone else has just sort of tried to build around it. Like, imagine like a medieval village and there's the big castle in the middle and everyone's sort of building their huts around it. So, that's how, the way I view it is sort of like, to the victor go the spoils. And it's not like we're seeing this isn't working. We're actually seeing it is working time and time and time and time again. Now, you can go the Kickstarter route and just put out 30 titty variants, or you can spend 4, 5, however many years it takes to build a channel with tens of thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands of people on it to promote to. I mean, we say this 100 times, like, there's not that many people out there interested in independent crowdfunded comic books. There's just not that many. So you can do it. You'll be fine. You'll get a couple of hundred backers, hashtag same 100, especially if you come in and hang out with CG. We're very helpful. We're very supportive of first timers, but that's all you'll get. If you want to make a living doing this and if you want to get big, unless you're Kenneth Rocafort, you got to do something. You have to get it out there. So
Sue says, why does Bancroft say titty variants like it's a bad thing?
Look, it's not for me. If it works for them, God bless them. I don't actually see any problem with it at all.
I mean, it works for them. It works for them to the tune of $100,000 from 761 backers with 12 days to go still. I mean, it's gone very well for them.
Good on. Godspeed to all the titty variants in the world out there.
Chanelli says, you have to be fun, like how we laugh with Bancroft and laugh at Rob.
There you go.
Jasper wants me to pull up Murder Bukaki. Done. I will do that right now. Murder Bukaki.
Is this going to be too lewd to show?
I can't find it.
I like what Simply Green says. Which is the most important step? The next step, and the next step, and the next step. Always the next step.
Do you ever get down, Mike? You don't seem like a person that would ever get upset.
I don't have time to get down.
Rob has gone hentai. I've thought about it. Don't. I won't lie. I have thought about it. Where is it, Jasper? I can't find it. Is it on Kickstarter? I can't see it. Salty Clout, the level at which others see you as someone worth listening to and spending time around by showing you over time.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me see if I can find this murder thing.
On top of which, I mean, I actually made decent ad revenue the last couple of months off these shorts. So, you know, I've always said, if you can figure out a way to do something that, I mean, it's like killing two birds with one stone. If you can make money off promoting your brand and your comic so that you can make your comic, that's just win-win right there.
Here it is. 332 backers, nearly 17 grand. Yeah, lots of stretch goal things here. Oh my God, Mike.
Lots of stretching.
Jesus. I like that cover. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that too.
It's got a cool name, but it's, you know.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Mike, look at this.
You probably want to go pretty quickly through that.
Wow. I just like it's gone from like a few titty books on Kickstarter to being like titty books everywhere. It's crazy. Oh my God. This is full on. Oh my God, dude, like this is nuts. Whoa. Jasper, what are you trying to do? Oh my God. I'm trying to kill my channel here. I got to stop sharing that. I'll have a look at that later. I'll have a look at that later.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, Jesus. Mike, you got any topics?
Nah.
Cool.
You got any dumb like conundrums?
No, but like I said to Mike and Camel that, you know, I should come up with a clip each week to try and get you guys to laugh. And Mike's like, okay, it can't be something we've ever seen before, and it has to be less than 45 seconds. I'm like, I'm not.
I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't
so,
think that's unreasonable.
If you guys can tell me some good clips on the internet that, you know, people haven't seen.
No. You, Rob, you want something for nothing.
Dude, I showed you I Want to Be Ninja. You'd never seen that before.
Rob, that was 3 years ago. We laughed at it then. We're trying to laugh at new things now. The show isn't, let's laugh at stuff we all saw 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, Well, it's got to be less than 45 seconds, and it's got to be funny.
Yeah, because the joke is, will it be funny?
Or will it be
Not,
cringe?
do we have to sit around for 3 minutes painfully watching some rubbish that Rob's found?
Italian Spider-Man? No, I'll write it down. Is it funny?
I really, considering everything that's on the internet, I think it is very reasonable to ask for a 45-second clip that few people have seen before that's funny. There's so many Twitter accounts now that's all they do. Yeah, Perth has it. Put some effort in, Rob.
I came up with the idea. It's just not the follow through. What's going on with the wheel? We did another 2 draws on Joe's today. Did you get those people's names, Bancroft?
I mean, I wrote down what you said. I don't know how
good.
that was spelt, but I guess I'll
good.
search for them.
Yeah, sweet. We're going to do another couple of draws, maybe, or we'll do one more at least on Camels tomorrow, maybe another one, depending on, what mood Camel's in. And then we'll do some more on Mike's later in the week.
I'm happy to just finish it out. Like, if we could just go do my show and just do all of them.
I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
People are watching.
We'll just have the big show, and it'll be, it'll be all of them at once. I've got no problem doing that because you got sick, and then.
Dude, I think I'm just going to drive the wheel to your house, and you can do the next one by yourself. That way you don't have to wait on me.
It'll be fine. It'll be fun. If we do, we'll still have 8 or so to give away on my show. I mean, that'll be a fun show.
Yeah.
Because you nearly set your house on fire tonight just doing 2. Imagine what we can get.
It was pretty bad, actually. My rug did catch on fire, and I was stomping it out, and it melted. It melted the carpet.
I had fun.
Yeah. I went crazy. I put 3 sparklers in one area. It wasn't a smart move. Kelsey's art has gone. Yes. We still have Rainy's, though. That's the hot ticket. Rainy's art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Mike, if we do one show where we just get rid of everything on one, that could be pretty good.
I think that's what we have to do.
I think
get
we
this
just
elephant off our back.
Yeah, and we just keep spinning it. Like, we put more you losers on.
Mm-hmm.
We just keep going through it. Bam, next person. Yeah, you didn't win.
Harder and harder to win.
Yeah.
We need more pain, is essentially what needs to happen.
More pain. Burn it down.
Mo needs to, because Mo copped it. So he, it needs to. It can't just be Mo who copped the you lose. People have had it too good, too long.
That was crazy.
Auction the wheel, says awesome one. Can you imagine shipping that thing?
We might use it again. What do you think, Mike? Are we doing it again? Based on the number that we've got now, what do you think?
Look, it was good content for me. I didn't have to spend too long doing the art. We got a whole bunch of subs. I mean, I'm happy to. But it depends, And then it also caused a little drama because, some people went on it.
I didn't hear from anyone. Probably a lot in the back rooms, though, I guess.
Yeah. No, people came on to the chats to say, "Oh, why am I involved in this?"
Well, I mean, this was like the prototype. We can do it. We can do it was a test run.
Lethal Diva wants to know about Mandy's art. We've only got photos of it, so we can't really give out the photos of it. And
this is where. See, if it was me, I would just keep Mandy on there. And, if you get Mandy and she doesn't come back, that's tough.
I mean, I suppose, yeah, that's fine. People just have to be aware that you might.
Mike wants to take
her
off.
You might never get it.
Yeah, Mike wants to take her off.
We'll put it back on then. Was she on there today?
No, I took her off because you had a a conniption about it.
Jasper says hardly any channels promoted the wheel. We went on every single person on that wheel's channel and promoted it, except for maybe Mandy. But I think I did talk about it on it. I think actually I did. So I think we talked about it on every single one of those channels. So, I mean, how you define promoting it, I don't know. I think we went pretty hard for a while there on the promotion.
All right, I put a poll in chat. Take Mandy off or leave her on. Up to you guys. Did you know either of the two people that won today?
No.
I mean, that's kind of good in a way. Perth says the winner of Mandy's can chase her up for it. Yeah, to be fair, Rob being sick twice did kill the hype question. Terrible question, Rob. Yeah, that's fair. But I'll stick by it. I think we should leave her on.
Okay, fine. We'll leave her on.
All right, making an executive decision.
Sure, Rob. Sure.
No, the poll. Did you see the poll question, Mike? I said, should we take Mandy off or leave her on? And I just put yes or no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, leave her on. Just put yes or take her off in chat. You can figure it out. I can't. I just can't.
I can't even. I can't understand it now.
I can't do it. I can't do it, guys. It's done.
You've ruined it now.
I've ruined it. Very helpful. It's good to see like a lot of different people in here. Like 45 people in here is good.
Nice.
A lot of names I don't recognize all the time. John.
That's what happens when you get sick for 3 months and disappear off the scene. People come and they're like, "Oh, who's this Rob guy?" You know what? Someone asked me the other day.
What?
Is Rob even doing Replicator anymore? I never hear him talk about it.
That's fair. That's a fair comment. That's a fair comment. I just spent $1,000 on a cover or covers. So that was pretty crazy.
The cover that I know of?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to find
I said to them, wait till you see the new covers. Like, you're going to flip.
Yeah.
Yes, he is working on them. He's just Rob.
Yeah. Wait, no, leave her on. New poll. I'll do a new poll. I'll do a new poll.
Just leave her on. We don't need to do a poll.
People
Not everything has to be a democratic decision. Make a captain's call.
Isn't that what the elections are for, though?
No, they are all stolen.
Yes means no, says Geek Hazy. She's got a piece from Silvestri. So, I mean, if she does ever come back, that is something I imagine people would want.
One of those cards are from Silvestri?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I mean, it's a good thing to have. You might not get it, though. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty, like, it fits the wheel theme pretty well. Like, here's a prize you're going to win, but you might not actually get it.
Yeah.
You know, the wheel spins fairly most of the time. Most of the time.
You still have to answer for the shenanigans.
What shenanigans?
There's a whole crew after you're baying for your blood.
What for?
Because it was kind of weird. The wheel skipped a thing because the nail fell out. And
oh my God. You guys understand I built this, yeah? I built this. Me. This is what it is. You shouldn't expect anything more than what it is. I
think Justin Bieber said that once. All you'll get is me. That was one of his slogans.
Wow. Okay. Way to ruin the stream, Mike, just like that. Yeah.
Audit the wheel.
It is what it is.
Just Rob.
It's just, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. We'll wrap it up this week.
Get it out of our lives,
Yeah, and
out of
maybe
our hair.
I think like
What are you going to do when the wheel is over? What are you going to do with the wheel?
put it in the closet. Put it back where it belongs. Burn it down. That would be really satisfying. Doing a stream where you set the wheel on fire and spin it. That would be sick. But I still want to keep the wheel. You know, like
Put
it's
so
got
much
lots
effort
of
into it.
yeah, so much effort. It's a fan. It's a like pop filter on it. I mean, it's just so much effort. I don't think we can get rid of it. But yeah, if we do it again, we'll have to change some things to get more people to sign up, I think. But yeah, 700,
Again, Rob,
720
700 is pretty freaking good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
You always overestimate our reach.
I do. I really do. I thought because it was like 17 original art pieces, it would have a wider appeal. But we don't
But
have
keep
the
in
reach.
mind, not everyone wants
the
every
reach.
piece, or like, you know, it's just a lot of people don't even care. They're not here for the art, bro. You know?
All right, I'm done, Mike. You got anything else, or I'm just going to end this thing?
How long have we been going? Rob,
Hour and a half.
who do you think you are, Camel?
Yes.
Just hang out with the chat. Ask the chat what they want to talk about. Look, Mo's put in a YouTube video. Just chill with the chat. It's the best thing you can do.
It's going to be insulting to me.
Yeah,
whatever
that's
this is.
good. There's a gentleman over in the United States who's taking the time out of his day to insult you on the internet. I mean, that must make you feel pretty good.
Well, that's the thing you always say, Mike. At least he cares. At least he cares.
That's right.
If we didn't care, he wouldn't say anything.
He wouldn't even be here.
Hi, my name is Catherine Lord, and I want to welcome you to the wonderful world of puppies. In this video, we're going to help you understand what's involved in having a litter. By now, you should know your bitch is pregnant. Sometimes a bitch will come later, sometimes a few days later. Milk Aid helps aid the bitch. Watch your bitch. What is normal for your bitch?
The delivery has begun. The bitch is into heavy labor. Comforting the bitch, you want to reassure your bitch if your bitch lets out a scream.
Oh my
We only
God.
usually allow the bitches to eat 1 or 2 of the
This is like rats giving birth.
Breeders always say, call your vet when the bitch has had contractions for a long time.
It should be examined to make sure that all the nipples are okay. If the bitch vomits, the bitch may be in difficulty. Small bitch. The bitch, and the bitch, the bitches. Every bitch should be checked for brucellosis.
Why is it important that a bitch not be overweight?
Overweight bitches, an overweight bitch, fat bitch, a bitch, and you should exercise the bitch.
Approximately how long?
This is some stank stream stuff.
That bitch, the bitch is
I should have played this
very,
on
very
Camels.
nervous. Milk the bitch.
Yeah.
You got to laugh.
No, too long.
To milk the bitch like a cow.
That was amazing,
See?
mate. Amazing.
See? And you were gonna deprive the chat of that.
Guys,
How dare you?
if I could convince Mike to go ghost hunting with me, would you want to see that?
Fucking ghost hunting. Can't we just play poker or something?
We can do both. Play poker and then go ghost hunting. See, they're not saying anything, Mike. You're like, just
Yeah,
do
because
what the
they're
chat wants to do.
dumbfounded.
They're bored. Look what
Did
you've
you
done.
even come up with a funny question tonight? It's like
No.
your thing. What have you been
Try and
doing
save
all
them.
week?
I don't know. You know, stuff. Why you make this so difficult on me? I don't know. Should I do the bloody snail comic?
Why don't you start shorts?
About the snail?
I don't know, just like random Rob thoughts. See how they go. I think there's a market for that.
Oh, my Oh god, yeah, like they're saying stuff. It's just not popping up in StreamYard, man. That's why.
You got to go to top chat on.
Oh, I'm just on YouTube. I can see it now.
Oh.
Tell me you love me, Rob. I love you. Entertain us, Rob, says Dave. Browse more Kickstarters. They're all the same, though. They're all the same. They're all like, here's some.
Well, try and find one that isn't. How about that? Try and find one that's a bit more what we might recognize, you know?
All right. Let's see if I can find some. I'll got the chat here on the left. Yes. People are saying yes to the ghost hunt, man. What do you think, Mike? Do you want to give it a go?
I don't know how that would work. I'm not saying no. I am saying how would that work?
We find a haunted place.
Yeah, you say that like that's just find a haunted place. How does that work? It's just like the wheel all over again. How does that work?
And how good did the wheel work?
Well, the wheel is something that you can. I believe that you could build something. I don't know how many haunted houses there are in our vicinity. Is that a thing that I'm just not aware of?
Yes, Mike. Melbourne's most haunted spots: Pink Alley, Hosier Lane, Cinema Nova, Hotel Windsor. Like, there's spots in the city. We could go to any one of these.
Go into a hotel?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, you know.
Stand around in a lane?
Are you allowed to go to graveyards? No. What's the deal with graveyards?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't imagine it'd be hard to get in there. I don't know if they've got guards or anything. I don't know. They probably do, actually.
People are excited for the ghost hunt, says Lethal Diva. The Great Ghost 2023. The Great Ghost Hunk. Yes. Lethal Diva says you find a haunted place and one of you gets stabbed by a crackhead living there.
No, we have methods here.
Hyper says Rob wants to take you to Pink Alley? ?
I don't know what this is about, the ghosts, but you know.
I've got this theory, and I've told Camel and Mike, and they both laughed at me, right? Mo, hang on. Mo says, there's sadly no crackheads in Australia, only meth heads.
Yeah.
They thought you said ghost cunt. I hear the feral bush pig's ass is haunted. It scared the living cheese out of Stabber McGee.
It did. That gaping eye. Blinking. Staring back at me deep into my soul. That was the day my childhood left me forever.
All right. So I've got this theory, right? Ghosts are energy, right? So you know how you always watch the ghost videos and all the batteries on their phone die and
what
cameras
ghost video?
die.
What are you talking about?
All the ones on the internet, Bancroft, of like people trying to capture ghosts. Yeah, well, okay, I'm telling you. All those type of videos where the batteries on their flashlights die, the cameras die, their phones die, right? My theory is the ghost is trying to manifest itself and it's sucking the energy from those devices. So my theory is if you took some sort of electrical device that generates enough power, you will be able to draw the ghost into view. That's my theory. And I want to test it out.
Not a theory.
I want to test it out.
Theory.
No, not an EMP.
What device? Okay, what device?
Well, I mean,
are we going to get here?
This is just the brainstorming session, Mike. This is the conception of the wheel.
So dumb.
Yeah, Hyperwizard says spirits are supposed to take energy from our realm to manifest, which is why you get cold when they're around. Exactly. It makes perfect sense. So,
can I just point out Mobig's naming the Great Eye, the Eye of Soras? Perth says he has a Tesla coil. Is that what we need? We need a Tesla coil.
That is exactly what we need.
It's got the,
What
it's got the
about
name word Tesla in it. Sounds like it must work.
Mike? You know how like you go to those crappy shops where you can get all those knick-knacky trinket things. What about that electricity ball that you put your fingers on and the electricity goes?
So we take one of them. We take one of them to Hosier Lane and flush out the ghost of Hosier Lane. Is that what you're saying? No one else has thought of this before. They're
I
like, this
think
is the
so.
dumbest thing I've ever heard. But it worked.
Oh my
Why did no
shit.
one think of this before? Well,
Could you fucking imagine though if it did work, Mike? Oh my god. Wouldn't that be amazing?
I literally can't imagine, actually.
I could. That would be great. All right, so we're going to do it. I'm going to convince Mike to do this ghost hunt. We'll sort some more details out. Mike,
So hang on. The plan
Mike can
is to
stream
get
it.
one of those ball things that touch the electricity goes to your fingers and take that to a lane in Melbourne, and that's the ghost hunt. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Yeah, obviously I'm joking about that thing, but I think it would be kind of fun to go ghost hunting. And I do think we could do it. Oh Jesus. Mo says, what if Bancroft and Rob get separated and then the ghost shows up, but it's just Clancroft in his standard white hood on his way to a secret meeting? Film every second. I'd watch it. Yeah, I think people would dig it. I think people would be into
Sadly,
it.
I think you're right. I think they would.
Yeah.
The great Robin Bancroft ghost hunt.
Oh my god. I think it would be a hit. And I think people would.
You know why
love
it would work? Because I'm Scully and you're Mulder.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
This isn't real. And then I'm going to hear something and I go, what was that noise?
Yeah. Oh, Pentridge is meant to be haunted. You can go there.
I don't think you can get in Pentridge by yourself. I don't think it's.
They
They
used to
use
have
Pentridge
tours.
or something.
I don't know. I've been there before.
Yeah, but on a tour.
Yeah, we could do the ghost hunt
Excuse
through
me,
the-
tour guide. We're just gonna go take this orb and go around the cells a little bit. You know.
Do you happen to have an extension cord where I can plug this in?
Yeah, we need maximum power. We'll take her around on a trolley, a big diesel generator or something.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I think that's the missing link. You've just got to give the ghosts enough power to be able to do something. That's where people are going wrong.
Yeah, that's absolutely where they're going wrong.
Exactly.
Not enough tech.
Well, they've got enough tech. They've just got the wrong tech. They've got to give them. Some
Why don't you
electricity.
tell them about it, Rob? Why don't you?
Because
let
it's
them
my
know?
idea, and I want to capture the ghost
okay.
myself. I'm not going to give them $1 million
You want the
ghost
clout.
idea.
$1 million ghost idea. Oh my
Mike,
God.
what if we capture a ghost, right? We'd be the only people
What do you
to
mean
really-
capture? As in physically capture one?
No, it's not physically, but like on
Yeah,
film.
Ghostbuster.
Yeah, on film. We'd be famous. Sumo says now he's going to capture the ghosts on film, guys. On film. So that's my idea. I think it would be fun to do. Mike would be great for it because Mike doesn't believe, and I do. I do believe. I want to believe. Devilfish says the sexual tension will have enough power to capture the ghost. D, what's up, man?
I have lost a lot of weight too, so Rob might be looking at me with longing eyes.
Yeah, I'm really into foreheads that big.
Bumpy foreheads too. Look, that's
Oh
the
yeah,
real Bancroft bump.
John
right there.
says there are lots of places that will let you ghost hunt in a place for a night if you ask.
Yeah, I do remember a abandoned manor in Olinda. I don't know if it's still abandoned, but everyone who lives around there says it's the most haunted place in the area.
That's it.
And teenagers go there and like, want to see if they can, how far they can go in there. Now, I don't know if it's still abandoned, but it's an actual Federation, I think, style manor. It's big at the top of the hill. So
it'll have PowerPoints for our ghost device.
it will not have PowerPoints, I don't imagine.
Oh. Sumo Thori for 20, man. Thank you so much. Here's some funding for the Great Ghost Hunt of 2023. This can be our thing, Bancroft. This can be our next wheel.
Will it get us 700 signups?
It might give more. You got to think. You say everything's good for my content. How good would this be for your content? You could cut this up. You could cut up this footage and just have clips of us getting scared. And you'd be like, what happens next? Today
I don't think I'd get scared.
Take a generator. Perth's onto it. See, that's a better idea. A generator. That works.
Lug a generator up there. Turn it on without anyone hearing us.
That's right. Now, say my name.
D. 5 memberships. Thank you so much, my friend. You are amazing. You, Sumo, are killing it for me tonight. Thank you so much. D, if you just popped in, we're talking about doing a great ghost hunt. I have a theory on how to make it work. Mike doesn't believe in it. Of course, Mike is always the negative one.
I not only just don't believe in your ridiculous theory that isn't even a theory. I don't even think that ghosts are real. So
we've got to make you a believer. That's all we've got to do.
Yeah, but remember, even Scully saw the aliens, and then she was like, "I don't know what I saw." That was very annoying.
Take LSD and then do it. Oh, I mean,
I don't know about that.
Oh, what's up? Shane's here. Shane, it is Shane. You always got to check if it's Shane or if it's the person that looks like Shane, but it's not Shane.
Just check the anus, and if there's no anus, then it's Shane.
Hyperswizard says Mike doesn't even believe in ancient humans living under the North Pole being behind all the UFOs.
I didn't accept that theory. I'm not saying it's not what happened, but I don't know if it's likely. I think it's just the military.
What, UFOs?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the military flying alien technology is what I mean.
That implies that they had to get alien technology at some point.
Oh, yeah. No, I believe that. But I think they probably found the alien technology somewhere and they just
reverse engineered it.
No, they didn't reverse engineer it. They're just using it. They're trying to reverse engineer it, but they can't because it's too advanced. That's my theory.
So it's too advanced, but then they can fly it, mate. That doesn't make sense.
No. Imagine you're what did that guy say on Joe Rogan? He said, imagine you're a Kalahari bushman. I know they've seen people. Someone in the Amazon or in Papua New Guinea who's never had contact with human civilization before. And then you come across a motorbike with the key in the ignition and a full tank of gas. Eventually, you would figure out how to ride it around. But if asked how it works and how you would make it, I mean, you'd have no hope in hell. That's the way I look at it.
I like to think aliens have been here, but I'm not convinced yet. Mo says that hyperwizard theory was full of more Down syndrome than Rob's poll. That poll was amazing. I wish we could do that again. That was a great time. What do you think about my theory, Mike, that there could be an alien in the center of the pyramids that's undiscovered?
Ridiculous.
Plausible?
Patently ridiculous.
Well, I mean, They haven't explored the thing.
What do
There
you
could be
think
something there.
of my theory that there's a orgy of Indian Americans in my shed right now?
Well, I mean, we know that's not true. We
It's
don't know
more
what.
likely.
We
It's
know that
more likely.
my one could be true.
I mean, I haven't been out there tonight to check. How do I know? How do I know there's not 12 Native Americans in a sweat lodge in my shed on top of my mailers banging?
We can hear them. Eric says no in Bancroft. I'd say yes.
Yeah.
Mo says if there's any living creature of note in the Great Pyramids, it's probably a super intelligent millionaire snail. Oh shit!
Exactly.
What else is going on?
Everyone believes it. Can I check? Do you want me to check? I can go check. You'll see my lawn.
Okay, go check.
All right, hold on. Oh no, my phone hasn't been charging.
Oh, how convenient!
Super quick.
How convenient!
Seriously, look at it. Look, can you see? I just put the charger on.
What are you watching? Is that
It's an orangutan.
porn? Is that
No,
sloth porn?
it's an orangutan that smiles like the it thing.
Oh,
See, you
right.
could find that clip. It's 30. All right, hold on a sec. Let me see if I can log in here. I don't know if it's gonna. I'll need to go get my. I've got one of those head torches because it's night out.
Bring that for the ghost hunt. The head torch. Jack says, Mike, how does one get an invitation to your back garden shed asking for a friend?
Well, we'll find out.
I hope they're out. I hope they're out there. Elizabeth Warren going wild. Mo says, I can't believe you doubted my clip, Rob. Well, you know, it was long. It was long. I know what you bring to the table, Mo. You're a legend. I believe that there once was an ancient race of smart people that were wiped out. That's what I believe. They built the pyramids. Oh, man,
right.
you look amazing.
Hold on a sec. Let me log in. I got to go off Wi-Fi. Cam settings. How do I camera? All right, I got to make it to front camera. Back camera.
Yes. Yes,
All
they
right.
are.
Okay. Hang on. What should I call it? Shed Hunter. All right. Here we go. Are we ready? Let me get out of this.
Jack says you should call it Pocahontas Pokeranus. It's very dark.
Are you ready to see how bad the lawn is?
Mike, we can't see anything. Can't even see you. Oh, there we go. Jeez, look at that. Look at that light. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. Are you getting an echo?
Only a little bit. It's all right.
Oh, no, that's because I've got my headphones on from the computer. All right.
Could you imagine if there's an orgy going on in there? It would be.
Do you hear anything? All right, here we go. No. See all my mailers?
Must be midgets.
There's a lot of junk in here, but no. Sorry, Rob. There's no. How many did I say? 12 Native Americans having an orgy.
Yeah, so it means that my theory about there being an alien in the pyramids is more accurate now. Now we've disproven yours.
I need to cut this lawn by the time Mel gets back. It's
It's
looking
not
very
even.
lucky though.
It's not even bad, Mike. It's like that's like.
No, you gotta. If you get down low, you see, it's pretty bad. Anyway,
Jack says they heard you cooming and ran.
there's my cottage. This
Is that a
doesn't work.
dartboard?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay.
It's one of those electronic ones.
Mo says, "What if the Native Americans are ghosts, Mike?"
This light would be actually great for ghost hunting. Look, I think you can change the focal length. Look at that.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's
So I can
sick.
zoom in. I've got two too, so we could both wear one.
Oh my god, this is
That's where
great.
the bats. That's where the bats come from. They eat all the figs here, so there'll be bats every night. Yeah. There you go.
Can you do the monkey bars? Come on.
Do you remember when I did these on the famous video? You know, doing the workout. We've got bananas here. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a flashlight,
blueberries.
Sumo. I've never seen one as efficient as that. That is that tight in its light that it
Yeah, it's
doesn't have
industrial.
light on the outside. It's crazy. This is like a video game flashlight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got a pack on the back of my head. All right, I'm about to run out of batteries. Hold on a sec.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to put a poll in here. I'm going to say, do you want the ghost hunt? Should be able to do this one because it just has yes or no. So it should be a pretty easy poll for you guys to handle. We'll see. Yeah. The light is brilliant on that torch. What are you talking about, Sumo? My number one question is, does Australia not have lampposts? We do. We do have lampposts, but they're not that great, honestly.
What do you mean? What's wrong with them?
They're like dim lampposts. They're not that bright.
Well, I don't have any lampposts in my backyard.
Let's see.
It's this is actually a very high quality headlight thing. They just like industrial.
Mike, don't look at the poll. What percentage of people do you think want the ghost hunt?
65, yes.
Okay. We have 26 votes currently. It's currently at 100%. Yes. You cannot deny the people what they want.
Another one of those situations where Rob is sadly proven right again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose so.
This could be your
Who
big
am I to
break,
stand
Mike.
in?
This could be
What's
your
that?
big break. This could be your big break.
Forget Mario. Ghost hunting.
I saw the Mario movie, Mike.
Oh, yeah?
I liked it.
Good.
It was good. Did what it needed to do.
How was it watching with all those kids running around, though?
It wasn't that bad, man. I was expecting like
I just
a
must have gotten
nightmare.
a bad day for me.
Yeah, they were all right for the most part. It had an intermission because we went to a kids screening of it, so it was pretty good. Yeah, Sumo says the views, Bancroft. Think about the views.
I chase the views daily. That's all I think of.
But okay, like seriously though, Mike.
Let's
seriously,
do a ghost hunt for goodness' sake.
If I put in effort to looking up this stuff and trying to find out and organize in it, will you go?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Anyone in Australia or America, if you want to do your research, and if you have any recommendations for Victoria, that's where we live, of a place that we should go ghost hunting, we'll take that on board. Schnelly says if Rob discovered proof of ghosts, Bancroft would get the credit. He sure would. And he would say,
yeah, we would announce it. We would announce it on my channel. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We did that.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like, that's a great idea I had to discover the ghosts.
You need overalls. Oh, Sumo says if you called it the Twister Ghost Hunt, your views would skyrocket.
Still my most viewed stream.
Would Mel want to come on the ghost hunt with us?
No, I don't imagine.
Okay.
Doesn't really sound like her jam.
Mm.
Although I don't think she believes in ghosts. Or maybe she does. I don't know.
She will after our footy. Someone voted no. Who was that? One person. Was it you?
Someone with a sane mind. No, it's not me. I'm working.
Was at 100. The poll was at 100. He brought it down to 97.
It wasn't me.
It's ruined.
Why would I do that?
It's ruined.
Why would I go against the will of the people?
Oh. Someone else voted no. I'm ending the poll while we're still ahead on 95%. All right, we're doing that. We're going to do the ghost hunt. That'll give you years of content, Bancroft. Years.
Arthurline says he remembers that. Why did people watch that show? YouTube just started recommending it because people started clicking on it. I guess they were all looking for content about Twister. And everyone got there, and I just woke up and I said all these comments about what the hell is this? Why did I click on this? Why is YouTube recommending me this? YouTube's drunk again. Who is this idiot? What are they doing? This has nothing to do with Twister. It was just a never-ending stream of people. I was like, oh, thank you, YouTube, for doing that. But I guess that was my fault.
But I mean, who goes on YouTube looking for Twister videos?
A lot of people, apparently. A lot.
Man, that is crazy. Lethal Diva says you're both going to be as big as Shane and Ethan after the ghost hunt. What do you think about that, Mike?
All right. Commanding 1,000 viewer streams. But then they'll all be Ghost Hunt fans. There'll be 900 Ghost Hunt fans asking for when our next hunt is on. And then only 100 who actually care about the
You know what we could do, though? Here we go. This is some 3D chess right now. What you could do is you could put a copy of the Lucent somewhere on the ghost hunt and you could find it.
So it's already a fake ghost hunt. Before it's even started, we're faking it. Oh, what you could do before we get there is we set up we get a pulley with a sheet. And then when we step on something, it comes down and there's a tape machine in there that goes, ooh. Yeah, it sounds
Catch you later, John.
Love that.
Kick Rob from the hunt. Yeah, Mike's going to be doing the ghost hunt by himself. No, that'll be fun, man. I think it'll be a good time. It'll be a fun thing to do. We probably need to ask the chat if there's like things we need to do on the ghost hunt, like take certain things.
You're the one who seems to know about these things. I don't know anything.
Yeah. Like, do we have to have a seance? Do we have to draw a pentagram on the ground and light candles? All those kind of things. Do we need to ask the questions?
I think the point is you go somewhere that's already haunted and you just film and then you listen for sounds and you go, what's that? Did you hear that? And then you go and investigate and it's like, oh, it was this. And then you hear something else,
No demons.
That's how they go.
All right, just
and
go.
Then you've got to bring your Tesla coil and flush them out.
Mate, I will shit my dacks if we find a ghost. I will fucking...
Why?
Dude.
How many ghost-related even injuries have there ever been in the history of mankind?
Well, none, because they ain't using my Tesla coil. That's the problem. They need to use that fucking thing to make
So
the
your
ghost happen.
your idea is that there would be more, and people would die or get hurt at least, if they had this machine that you're wanting to build.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're
There's
just
not putting
willing
the effort
to
in.
put your life
It's
on
like
the
the wheel,
line.
Mike. People would have more wheels if they built them, but they just don't. I tell you what, I do have like an idea that I've wanted to do for a long time that we'll probably never do because I'm I'm lazy. What I want to do is I want to get a door and a door frame and just put it out in the middle of nowhere and like weather it all up like a real like antique kind of old door. Weather it all up, hook up some cameras to it, like maybe like in a nearby tree, and have it like motion censored. So when you open it, it plays like scary voices and shit, and then record it. I think that would be awesome.
People would just be driving by a field and see an old door out there, and they would go,
Hell
"What
yeah.
the hell is that?" And then they would go out there, and they would open the door,
Yes,
and it would go, and children would start laughing or something.
Some shit exactly
Yeah, that
like
would
that.
that would scare the shit out of me. I would be
Yeah.
for that.
All right. Mo says, Rob, you need to break down and cry at some point during the hunt. I mean, you're going to anyway, but make sure it's on camera for the drama.
Yeah, do that up the nose shot with
like,
all the snot.
Yeah, like this one right up here. Teenagers would just kick the door. Would they though? If
Yeah,
it started making freaky ass noises and shit.
Yeah, they would.
And maybe
But
you
you
could
still
even
do
put
it.
you could put like a walkie-talkie thing in it, and you could speak through it. Scare the shit out of them. All right.
We made it, Rob. Half an hour of just pure nonsense. How do you feel?
I feel good. I thought
it was good. It was fun.
Sumo is keen on the ghost hunt. Everyone is. 95%. There's something on a Netflix about ghost hunting. You should watch. There's this show on Netflix, Mike. It's called Haunted or something, and it's people's stories about interactions with ghosts. I want you to watch it and see if you believe any of it.
I've heard a million ghost stories. I used to love reading ghost story books when I was a child. And then I grew up and I put away childish things.
Sumo says, you mean half an hour of planning the best stream ever? Are we going to be at this is a question? Are we going to be able to stream it though? Like, will your internet or my internet be good enough for it to stream?
I don't see why not. Yeah. Like the 4, I was just out there. I was on the 4G.
All right.
I didn't see why not. I think Mel's phone actually has 5G.
Okay.
That might be able to handle it better. And that would have a better camera too.
Mel's back. When's Mel back?
The 6th.
That's soon. How's it been, Mike?
It's been fine. I've been keeping busy, like I said. You know, just focusing on my work. I watched all the Lord of the Rings, and then I watched the Hobbits. I had never seen all of them before, for obvious reasons. You know, I'll go in now and I'll have a dinner, and then I'll come back out and I'll do a short and I'll keep working on my cover. Plenty of things to do. Or someone says, wow, Mel isn't there. She hasn't been here since, oh my God, when did they leave? It was a while ago. I don't even know if it's in here. It's been 5 or 6 weeks. I think it's been 5.5 weeks. I've been alone.
I've got something I want to play for you if I can find it. I think this is it. Yes. Just give me a second here.
Jack says, the poor man is starving. I am down. 2 kilos. I was hoping for 4, but I still have a week to cut that weight. Finacho wants to know if I did any household chores. I mean, other than the dishwasher, the washing machine, I changed the sheets at one point. That's about it.
I imagine this is you, Mike.
And 2 small kids, and she's pretty attached, you know. She
Can you
cries
turn it up?
when I leave.
I don't think I can.
Okay. It's up the top on the right if you can. Oh, no, you can only mute. Okay, no worries.
All the time. Yeah, she does. I leave, and she's like, it's going to be hard when you're gone. And then I have to do like an acting exercise, and I'm like, it's going to be hard for me too. You know? It's not hard. It's fun. I just did it backstage on the phone like 5 minutes ago. She's like, I'm all alone at the house. And I was like, I'm all alone out here, you know?
Is that accurate?
A little bit. But that, you know, they're keeping busy. I'm keeping busy. We're keeping in touch on FaceTime. So it's all working. It's fine.
D says, get a week-long meth habit. Weight just falls off. Yeah,
no, I don't want to spend any money. I'll just keep eating my cold meats and peanut butter. It's working.
All right, everyone. We're going to wrap it up there. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It was fun. It was fun. It's always fun streaming with Mike. I'm going to play this out, and we're gonna go. You got anything you want to promote, Mike?
Sign up to my Kickstarter.
Oh shit!
It's going to be a brand new puzzle coming soon, and
I thought you said you weren't going to promote it to people.
Now that I've decided there's going to be a puzzle. No, but I also just want people to sign up just to make me look cool, just chasing that clout, you know. Even if they're not going to back.
All right, cool.
I would love to have 100 sign-ups.
I bring you love. Is that the love between a man and a woman, or the love of a man for a fine Cuban?